The colossal budget hole facing the state of Oklahoma is now causing some counties in Oklahoma to face serious shortfalls. Last week, the Department of Corrections ended inmate housing contracts with 10 county jails across the state in order to cut the DOC budget. The action has provoked a crisis at some of those county lockups.
The Tillman County Jail in far southwestern Oklahoma was built and finished in 2000 on the premise that the lion's share of its operating budget would come from the State Department of Corrections. Bobby Whittington is the sheriff there.
The commissioners entered into this long-term financing with the understanding that Department of Corrections would house prisoners here.
Annually, DOC paid Tillman County $775,000 to house up to 60 state prisoners in the jail. Last week, DOC notified Whittington and 9 other sheriffs in the state that their long-running mutual contracts were ending. DOC picked up 54 inmates in Tillman County on Monday.
We're facing a revenue crisis. We cannot make the jail payment. Our jail payment is around almost $21,000 a month. We're going to be laying people off. We have enough revenue reserves to run a department as normal until the end of April, and after that, we're going to have a drastic reduction in force.
Sheriff Bobby Whittington says up to 14 positions could be eliminated. He says they don't even know about what's going to happen to the county's 911 center.
The 911 center is housed inside of our facility here. We don't know when we have the money to move it, and we don't have a place yet to move to. If we get evicted out of here, as of now, commissioners have not found a place to relocate us to.
In Okmulgee County, a brand new jail has been built, but it doesn't house inmates yet. DOC's contract termination has Okmulgee County leaders pondering how to move forward. Sam McCoy is the executive director of the Jail Trust Authority there. By losing the state contract, does that put in question when this jail opens?
Oh, definitely. There's no question about that.
McCoy says DOC money was 25% to 30% of the jail's yearly budget.
It's a pretty serious burden for us now. We're not really sure where we're going to go with that. We are talking to other people about potentially contracting with. We do contract with the United States Marshal Service and have been for many years.
But the county desperately needs to open and populate the new jail because their other facility is way overcrowded. In the women's section of the current jail, there are 3 women assigned to 2 bunk cells. Temporary boats provide a sleeping space in the cells and in the common area for some of the women. The Nowata County Jail saw 23 inmates transferred out last week. Losing the contract with the state only magnifies the crisis they're facing. Doug Sonnenberg is the chairman of the board of Nowata County Commissioners.
Bear in mind that we're one of the 3rd poorest counties in the state of Oklahoma, and we don't have a lot of money. We don't have a big tax base to work off of.
The commissioner says the payments from the state not only help boost the jail budget, the extra inmates were put to work.
We had crews out there at the county barns that were helping us with whatever it might be, working on the roads, chopping brush, removing brush from the roadways, and just whatever we needed them to do, they could do that.
Just prior to receiving notice of the termination of the housing contract, the sheriff abruptly resigned, saying he couldn't take the stress of the job anymore. The jail is understaffed. Dispatchers and deputies are working 12-hour shifts. They're only paid $7.26 an hour, and there has been a high turnover of jail personnel. That is the same scenario the Department of Corrections is experiencing as it deals with its own financial crisis. The cancellation of the county jail contracts is expected to save DOC $775,000 by the end of this fiscal year.